friends, so we've got our pot on the heat and we want to crack on with making our little bean curry so it can be simmering away while we make our flatbread. Maximize time. Now, what I had done earlier is I had put these little babies to boil. These are green mung beans. I don't know if it's mung or moong, guys, because like the spelling on the pack is M-O-O-N-G, so I'm just like, what is it? But if I can pick one out and maybe try to show you what I'm working with, it's a little green bean just like that. So what we're going to do is we're gonna fry a little bit of onion and carrot and get it nice and spicy, put some tomatoes in, and then just kind of put the beans in there. So these pre-cooked for about 30 minutes. I just kind of boiled them away with a little bit of salt and black pepper and decanted it with some of its water so that's going to make the little gravy. So that's heating away. It's nice and hot. So let's put a little bit of oil in, about a tablespoon, and then let's get our carrots and onions in. We're gonna hold back on the tomatoes just for a little bit, just to allow the carrots and onions to brown up a little bit, sweat through. And then once they've softened nicely, then we can add our lovely spices. You guys, I can't believe I forgot to add my favorite thing in the whole world, crushed garlic and ginger. So it's never too late. Let's stick it in now. About a teaspoon. Oh my God, not so much. No, it's not. No, it's not. So at this stage, we want to get our spices in. So what we have is some ground cumin, ground coriander, chili powder, a quarter of a cube of vegetable stock because we are meat-free today. I feel such a good child. And then we have a little bit of maharani spice. It's this nice little oily, crumbly, kind of stuck together spice that you can get in spice shops that know what they're doing in this life. So we're gonna dump all of this in. The measurement of each of them is pretty much just like half a teaspoon each. Let's dump it all in, and then we're gonna let that warm through. Remember, when spice comes into contact with hot oil in a hot pan, it just releases the flavor even more. The theory of getting like heat onto stuff to kind of like release the fragrance even more. If you have like a fruit tree in your yard, like let's say like a guava tree for example, when it's nice and sunny outside, you can smell all that guava, right? But then when the sun sets, you can't really smell the guava that much. So similar concept. Let's stick our tomatoes in, get a little bit of moisture in there just to unstick everything that was burning. I'm turn the heat back up and get our little peas in there. And you're pretty much done. This is going to simmer for like 20 minutes. Let's give it a taste though. Just check if the seasonings are where we want them to be. You know what? The people in this house are really just not ready for me. Do you know what I mean? They're just not ready. Let us crack on with making our flatbread for our little bean curry. I can't wait. This is the first time I'm doing this. I first saw it on a TV show, Jamie Oliver's TV show, his 5 Ingredients TV show, and that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. This man just took equal parts flour, equal parts plain yogurt, and just kind of threw a little bit of salt and sugar and olive oil and just boom, boom, bam, bish, bosh, bush, and turned it into an amazing little flatbread. In here, I have some self-rising flour, so I'm gonna decant that onto my station. I think I'm gonna keep that just a little bit, just in case it's either too wet or too dry. But I also have a little bit of backup flour over here, just in case. Safety first. Now let's make a tiny little well in here. We're gonna drop a couple spoons in there. Let's just do half. Let's do half and see how that goes. And then put a little bit of salt in our flour. He didn't put sugar, but I like to put sugar in my stuff just to kind of balance the salt out. I don't know why I'm nervous. I think it's just because I feel like how can two simple ingredients come together to create this amazingness? But let's start to mix. Let's see what happens. So let's kind of put them together. Oh, we also put a little bit of olive oil in it. Let's see if I can get some in. Wow, opening this is going to be amazing. Cleaning this up is going to be so much fun. Let's get a little bit in there and let's keep mixing. Yeah, next time I'm doing this in a bowl. This is really messy. Alright, that's kind of coming together really nicely. Okay, perfecto. So this is a nice little ball. So I think this will probably yield about 4. I didn't bring a knife with me, so let's kind of go like that. Let us start to roll these cuties out. We've got our rolling pin. Let's get some flour on the rolling pin itself. Press out from the center. Little flip. Still from the center. You don't want your rolling pin to go over like you kind of want a little bit of fatty edges. In no particular shape or form, just roll out these little flat babies. You don't want them to be too thin. This is about good. Okay, set that aside and roll out the rest. And then we're gonna move straight to our workstation and get them onto a dry pan. Nice dry hot pan. And perfecto. Let's move. Alright, so we're done cooking. The bean curry has simmered away and it has just reached perfection, so I had to serve it. We've got our pretty little flatbread from earlier as well. How cute! It's so soft, you guys. It's just perfect. It's just cooled down a little bit and it's softened. Before it just had this crunch that was undeniable. But this is still good. So let's give it a taste. I don't know anybody who eats flatbreads by fork and knife. I feel like it's disrespectful. Let's eat. Grab a little bit of that bean curry. You can call me anytime. You can call me anytime you like. This is crazy. It's delicious. I don't even know where I would put meat in here because this bean curry is just, it just has this comforting flavor that tricks your mind into thinking it's Moorish, so it should be kind of meaty. You know what I mean? And the bread is just amazing. You know, it reminds me of, okay, so in Setswana culture, we have this bread that's prepared exactly the same way called papata, right? Papata. So it's a bit of a thicker one though. But this flatbread is just kind of similar. It's puffy. That is perfection. I shouldn't be talking about food in my mouth. It's so rude. Hold on. You could cozy up with this in front of a movie and literally the itis that would hit you after this. You don't need meat, guys. Just detox. Detox like this. So we're done tasting this bit. Please let me know how you guys do meat-free Mondays. I'm super interested. I'd love to see some recipes from you. Recommend some stuff to me that you'd like to see me make as well. We're gonna move on to tasting the next thing. After you've dressed your little cake, you've gotta allow it to dry for at least 30 minutes to an hour. Just give it time, you know what I'm saying? Because these little sugar crystals are supposed to just kind of harden and give the cake a nice barrier so that it can remain moist and store really well. Okay, let's taste the actual cake. First of all, it's soft, it's moist. Oh my god, I'm gonna eat this whole thing. What genuinely messes me up about lemon drizzle cake is how it's really sweet at the beginning, but then the lemon comes through under that sweetness and cleanses your palate almost immediately, making you want more. It gives you that empty mouth feel where you're just like, no, I must fill this space. I must fill it. And I love how cheap, really cheap this is to make. For me, even cheaper because we have a lemon tree, so. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please hit me up in the comments. How do you make your lemon drizzle cake? I'm pretty sure there's other ways. Or some really cool tricks that you could share with me, hit me up in the comments, drop me a DM on my Instagram at SDFoodblog. Don't forget to do that. And join the Facebook family as well. Give us a like on there. And if this video gave you the value that I know it did, do the right thing and thumbs it up.
Fire, 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 fire.